I'm Crystal and I'm here with two of the founders from OGN, Chris and Ryan. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how OGN got started, some highlights of 2020, and some really good information for you guys. So I'll leave it to you guys.
Awesome. Hey guys.
What's up?
Welcome to the OGN podcast that we're starting up. So we just wanted to go down through kind of the history of OGN, how we all got started, how Chris and I kind of met. I think we first started talking and getting to know each other through other forums that we saw each other. We both lived in the Orlando greater area. Then we kind of just met through that.
Yeah, we a lot of times through the traders forum, a lot of people like to comment it on Orlando area things, and Ryan and I were always commenting on the same thing, so we started messaging each other, and that's kind of how it got started from there.
Yeah. So I think back in 2019, towards the end of the year, kind of just threw the page together, started it up actually on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
A crazy time to be focusing on that, but got it out there and started getting members. Invited Chris, invited a few of my friends from up north to join it, and didn't really know where it was going to go. It started out with me just pretty much posting everywhere I was playing golf. So it pretty much was just a page about me and where I'm playing golf. So, and eventually grew, and then I believe about 4 days after we started the page, Chris and I and another founding member, Fujiwara, Steve Fujiwara, who is no longer with us in the Orlando area. He's still alive. He's just up in Seattle now. Got together and played for the first time.
Yeah, we went to LBV in Disney. Fun day. Funny story. I think we each, all three of us, birdied the first hole, and we never played with each other. So we were all probably like, "Oh my God, this guy is a stick."
Yeah, we really didn't understand how not good we really were after we birdied the first hole.
We soon figured out that we were all on the same equal playing abilities shortly after that.
Yeah, and we just started to grow. I believe we had about 250 members pretty early. I think we had about 600 members when we started our first tournament, which was the OGN Championship that we had at Orange County National, Crooked and Panther Lake. So it kind of just kept growing from there, and then by the end of the year, I think we had just over like 650, 700 members, so decent. But then we started to hit, 2021, and it just kind of grew like crazy from there. We picked up another couple thousand members, into where we are now at 2,500 members plus, and just in this year alone, we've already added 400 members, so it's going great. We appreciate everybody's participation and involvement.
So it sounds like you guys grew a lot last year. What were some of the highlights for 2020?
2020 was actually a pretty good year for golf because of the pandemic. With people being on quarantine and lockdown, golf was wide open, so it introduced a lot of people to the game, which normally wouldn't have been able to play. And our page benefited from that. Clearly showed in the numbers. Ryan and I had talked about doing tournaments in 2019. It just never came into fruition, but when we started running the tournaments, the OGN Championship, the 2-ball at Southern Dunes, that's kind of where the page really took off. Word spread, that we were running good tournaments and people turned out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I posted this earlier in one of the little papers that of the mini posts that I put out there, that we had 600% growth in 2020, which was amazing. We had 4 tournaments. Like Chris mentioned, we had the OGN Championship, the 2-man, the Eagle Creek 1-day 2-man, and then we had the 4-man here at Royal St. Cloud, which is where we're actually at right now, which was just like an open, anybody could come and play as long as there was one team member per foursome. It was perfectly fine to come out and play, which was great, and also helped grow our page. So in those 4 tournaments, I mean, we had roughly over 330 players playing those, which was a great turnout for each of them. Every one of them was a full field. Turned some people away on some of them because of the capacity, which is unfortunate, but maybe they got in some later or get in some this year. I mean, with those 4 tournaments, we paid out $11,000 in cash and prizes. We had a lot of gifts and stuff to go along with the $11,000 in cash and payouts, so that was great. So everybody pretty much got something. And I remember the first OGN, we even paid prizes to the last 4 places.
Yeah, it was the skins alone was huge. shout out to Troy Parker, OGN Championship in 2020. Shout out to Nick, who actually cashed in every tournament we had last year. He placed in every tournament. But yeah, it was a really good turnout and a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to 2021.
Yeah, the one of my most fun moments was the match between Nick and Ben.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of us walking, following them along, live streaming it. That was a lot of fun and a good time. And hopefully we'll have some more of those. And we do have one coming up in April between Nick, who's 1-0, and Chris Murray, who's 0-0. Since we're just starting this, so that will be very exciting.
Looking forward to that one.
Hopefully we'll allow to have some people to come out and join and ride along and watch the match as we go. And if you want to come out and add commentary to it, absolutely, we'd love to have you. So.
Okay, so I really have to know, how did you guys, you got started off and you have a lot of growing. Who kind of helped you guys get going? You guys have a lot of outside support. Talk to me about the support of the team, of the group.
Yeah, absolutely. Once, we wanted to focus on being a local group, it was a no-brainer to get local businesses involved in this. Probably the one that's probably mentioned the most on the page and a lot of people have a lot of good testimonials for would be the Jessy James Golf with Mike Kim over here in Orlando, which most of you know Mike or have gotten fittings from Mike or clubs from Mike. It's a great experience. I know I personally have gotten fit for shafts and irons and everything from him, so I really appreciate his involvement, everything on the page. In a lot of our other tournaments we've given out the shirts and vouchers and shirts from Camp Fortis Golf. So Mike Collier has given a lot of product too for the events and everything like that. And then Romeo Salvini just came on as a sponsor of the LRA Insurance, so we appreciate that. Romeo's doing big things with his own little group that he's got going, playing out there. And then Milestone Mortgage Solutions. Tyler Farwell, is out there too. Big sponsor on the page, involved, he came out to the Eagle Creek 2-man to kind of see things go and talk to people. So we really appreciate Tyler and everything he does.
We obviously have Jake Borton, who runs Rap Fitness, a good friend of ours.
The Borton Blast Hole.
Borton Blast Hole here at St. Cloud. Guy hits it a mile. Good friend of ours. Clock Tower Realty with Allison Marley, who worked with Ryan. And does she still work with you?
Yeah. So we still kind of work together a little bit. But Allison was great. She came out to all of our events last year. She was on all of our live Facebook Lives with all our pairing drawings.
Took all the pictures.
Took a bunch of pictures for us and everything. So that was a big help. We really appreciate her for that. And then our last sponsor that picked up was Chris Miller from Miller PT Orlando, who came on late and will be putting his stuff out there too for him. Really good physical therapy, and we'll actually going to have some. This kind of goes for all of them, but we're going to be having some of our podcasts where we go to places, and we'll go to Mike at Jessy James Golf, and we'll watch him do a fitting, and he'll talk about the importance of fitting and what he looks for and what he goes through. And then even Jake Borton and Chris to come on and talk about fitness and training and just stuff that you can do at home to help your body be ready and better for the round of golf.
Absolutely.
And then it looks like you guys have some upcoming tournaments going on. So if you want to talk about that and how people can sign up and get started, that'd be good for future events.
Absolutely. Actually, we already had one tournament here at Royal St. Cloud. January 10th, we had the Bunters Classic. It was a 55-ish or over tournament.
Yeah, if you were, as long as you were 55 in the year, we lowered a little bit. We had a lot of interest in that when we first posted it. Lots of interest, and then our field wasn't the largest. I think we ended up with 12, which is a great number to have, easy foursomes and everything like that. But we'd really like to have it be bigger and bigger next year when we do it.
Yeah, it seemed like that tournament was pretty easy to run as relative to the 120-man tournaments that we were running earlier in the year.
The shotgun start ones are the hardest when everybody's coming in at the same time. But we want to thank Royal St. Cloud for letting us have it out here, which we do live stream all of our non-shotgun tournaments. We do live stream from the first tee so everybody can kind of see and go back and look at their tee shots.
Yeah, April 24th and 25th, I believe, we have the second OGN Championship. We're running that out of Orange County National. It'll be Crooked Cat and Panther Lake. Obviously, defending champion will be Troy Parker, who actually plays out of here at Royal St.
He's
Cloud.
probably teeing up about right now.
Yeah, there's a skins game that runs every Wednesday here, and he's heavily involved in that. So we're really looking forward to that. Really want to limit that field though to close to 60 people. That's a very deep field. We play the ball down, given the conditions.
Yeah, I believe last year it rained a little bit before, so
Yeah.
we did clean place just because it had really put down a lot of rain leading up to it. But like I said, it's a limited field. We really want the best of the group to go out there, and we'll throw out more information about that as we get a little bit closer. We're probably about 60 days away from that tournament, so we'll slowly start to feed some information out there to you.
June, we are running a 2-ball out of Orange County National back there again at Panther Lake. And then we got some new courses on the agenda this year. We're playing out of Hawks Landing July 18th. We're going to have a 2-ball there, so we're really excited about bringing the page to courses that we didn't get to play last year.
Yeah, and with the Hawks Landing's going to be really cool because if you remember the 4-man here, we had the $5,000 hole-in-one prize. So we'll have that again, and that'll be on the 18th at Hawks Landing, which is their new island par 3. So that'll end up being a 5,000 hole-in-one hole. So which will be pretty exciting.
August 28th, back to Eagle Creek. Had a really good turnout December last year. I think that was my favorite tournament aside from the championship.
Everyone seemed very excited about playing out of Eagle. So
Yeah.
it's great to get back there.
September 11th to 12th, back to our 2-day 2-man at Southern Dunes, which was a huge success last year.
Yeah, that was great. I think everybody really liked the mixed format to where it was scramble the first 9 of the first day, alternate shot the second 9 of the first day, and then the second day was just all 18 holes scramble. So I think a lot of people really enjoyed that format. It was a little change up and a little different, but it seemed to be really exciting and well loved. So and put up some majorly low scores for that one.
Yeah, shout out to Daniel Beachum and Federico Clausen.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they shot, but alternate
Wasn't
shot
very
was spectacular. And then October 9th, we are going to come back here to Royal St. Cloud, and we're going to have our 4-ball scramble, more of a fun format, kind of laid back, nothing too serious, just kind of a gathering. We really only require one of the members to be part of our page, but the way the page is growing, I really anticipate October to be pretty substantial.
Yeah, we'll probably be over 3,500 by the time October gets here. But like you said, it's laid back. It's just one team member. Just come out and play. We have fun little things. Royal St. Cloud again was great last year too, is where they had the extra prizes for if anybody got, I believe it was closest to the pin for each hole, won a comp round. And then they also threw in if anybody got a hole in one, the whole foursome would win a membership for the year here.
Yeah, they put it at a pretty accessible spot too, because they really wanted to give those memberships away.
Well, not originally.
Originally, it was on White 3 on the crest.
Literally in the middle of the slope.
We Bill and Doug came out, moved the cup down, and actually reached out to us and said, no, we really want people to try and get this. So they were really anticipating giving those memberships out.
Yeah, so that's what we have planned. There's a couple little things that we're still trying to work out. We really want to have a parent-child tournament, and we think Royal St. Cloud again would be a great place to host that because I know they've done stuff like that before. So
yeah, Jim Endicott, who works out of here, runs the Top 50 Golf, and he's really good with children's tournaments. Working with children. He's a coach of the high school teams. Bill actually won an award for his involvement with junior golf, so it seems fitting that it would be out here.
Yeah, and we're still working on details on that, but we want to have like an open clinic before it, to where if you want to bring your kids, then they can work with Jim and he can kind of spend some time with them and question and answer, help them a little bit, see them hit. So really a good involvement tournament for young kids to get out. Or if you want to, if Nick Nugenbauer wants to bring his dad out and shoot 52,
he can probably teach us a couple.
They're more than welcome to do that too. But yeah, so that's kind of what we have going. We have a couple other little side projects that we're working on too that we haven't really put out there too much, but we'll keep working on those and just keep watching, post whenever you go places, We love to see pictures of courses. Meet up with us anytime you want. You know, we do have, sometimes we'll throw out some impromptu, hey, we're all going here, you want to play? I know we're looking at Stream Song in May, when Florida resident rates come back. And then maybe we can get a big group to go down there and play like we did last year. I think we took 12 or 16 last year to that, which was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I thank everybody in the page because 2020, I think I probably played with more people than I've ever played with. You know, I've met close to 200 people that I probably would have never played or met before.
Yes,
How we met Crystal.
Certainly want to thank her for helping us put this together.
Yeah, I mean, and going back to the start of the page, just kind of go back before we end. That's kind of how the reason why I started the page is I just started playing golf again, and didn't have anybody to play with, not a single person to play with. You know, nobody where I work at Disney really played or took it as seriously or has played as much as I do, which I do play a little bit, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a little bit, a lot.
You do work, right?
I do work. I have a very flexible schedule for that enables a lot of golf. But anyway, yeah. So I wanted people to play with, and now it's easy to find people to play with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just posting I'm going to go play, or we have a good group of guys that play a lot on Sundays and stuff. So, you know, absolutely, we'd love to come play with any of you guys that want to come play.
Yeah.
And actually, as soon as we're done here,
We're gonna go play.
We're gonna tee it up here.
Yeah, 3 of us, and Mr. Ben Dudley is going to join us as our 4th, and we're going to tee it up here at Royal. So I don't have anything else to add, but if you guys have any suggestions or questions or anything for our next podcast, hopefully, like I said, we'll have it at Jessy James Golf, and we can kind of set up there and watch him do a fitting, and we can kind of pick his brain a little bit. And who knows who will walk in while we're there. You just never know who's going to come in that shop whenever you're in there. So, yeah, so I'm good to sign off. If you guys have anything else?
No, I just again, I just want to thank everybody. Submit any questions that you would like us to answer on the next podcast, and looking forward to a strong 2021.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.